From the very first moment, something felt off. A sergeant, someone trained to uphold the law, started twisting it instead. A simple camera turns into a threat. But only because the officer wanted it to be. Every word he spoke, every warning he gave wasn't about law. It was about control. And the more Claude stood his ground, the more the sergeant's mask slipped. What begins as a routine audit quickly exposes a dangerous truth. Some officers fear the camera more than the criminals they're sworn to stop. And when fear mixes with ego, things can turn physical. Today, you're about to witness one of the most shocking examples of police overreach caught on camera. Stay locked in, because this story spirals into a full lawsuit, career risk, and a brutal reality check.
I have had a complaint from a member of police staff.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself on me?
Yes, certainly. My name's Sergeant 1789 Pope. I'm the duty sergeant on today. Got no issue with your video. That said, I'd ask you not to video inside there, members of police staff. If your actions cause alarm, harassment, distress to them, you may commit an offence.
Okay, right. Well, just so you know, that is a public area, okay, and I'm well within my rights to be in there and filming. Okay.
Sir, I'm not saying you are. I'm saying if your actions cause alarm, harassment, distress.
Okay.
Members of the you listen.
As an officer, okay,
please
you
listen,
can't
sir,
be
please
alarmed
listen.
and distressed.
Actually, we can.
No, you cannot. You need to look at case law, and you will actually see that you cannot be alarmed and distressed right in your actual officer's duty.
That's the case of RV Orem. That's not in relation to what we're doing now. I'm talking about police staff, not police officers.
Okay.
Sir, I'm talking about police staff, not...
The sergeant tries to twist the law by warning Claude that filming inside the station could amount to harassment, alarm, or distress if police staff feel affected. It's a flimsy argument from the start, and Claude shuts it down immediately. Officers cannot claim harassment simply because they are filmed while performing their duties. The sergeant then shifts his focus to civilian staff, as if that somehow lowers the legal threshold. It doesn't. Police staff, while not sworn officers, still work in a policing environment and hold public-facing roles. The standard for what counts as harassment toward them is higher than for the average citizen. If staff could claim harassment from being filmed, public oversight of policing would be impossible. It would shut down transparency altogether.
The members of staff cause alarm, harassment and distress. I'm telling you now that may be an offence.
I'm allowed to film anything I can see from public.
I'm not saying that you
okay? So if I film them, if I film them and I'm in public, okay, then I am doing nothing unlawful. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay? Correct.
Right. So if you cause alarm, harassment and distress through your actions, okay, then you commit an offence on Section 5 of the Public Order Act.
Section 5?
Okay.
So have you got a member of the public that's a complainant?
I'm not saying that you've done that yet, and I'm not saying, I'm just advising you. I've got no problem with you videoing here.
Well, have you got a member of the public that's a complainant?
Well, police staff
is not a member of the public. No, they are not. Not when they're actually working.
They are?
Not when they're working, sir. You need to actually justify that. They are police staff and...
When Claude calmly states he's doing nothing wrong by filming in public, the sergeant turns to a classic intimidation tactic. Section 5 of the Public Order Act 1986. He claims that if Claude's filming causes harassment, alarm, or distress, it becomes an offense. It sounds official, but ignores the actual legal threshold. Section 5 requires threatening, abusive, or disorderly behavior, and a camera pointed through a door is nowhere close. The sergeant's warning attempts to disguise discomfort as criminality. Courts have repeatedly held that annoyance or unease is not enough. Conduct must cross into abusive or disorderly behavior. Claude's peaceful filming doesn't meet the standard. If filming alone triggered Section 5, every journalist, auditor, or tourist with camera could be arrested on site.
You need to actually rectify that.
So I would ask you, very politely, okay, not to video the staff. If you want to video us, that's fine. You're more than happy to do so.
No, I will video the staff if they're actually in the
if
site.
I do get a complaint, so then you may be dealt with under that matter, okay?
Well,
and that's it. That's the end of it.
And just remember, it will be completely unlawful. It will be completely unlawful.
Well,
okay, but also, can I just mention to you as well, can you tell me why you didn't actually tell me that you put your body camera on, sir?
Okay. I apologise for that. My body camera's on. Is there a reason why you didn't tell me you were videoing me?
I don't need to. Okay, under your actual code of
Thank you very
ethics.
much for your time,
Okay,
sir.
so
Yeah, go on. Under my code of ethics.
Under your code of ethics, under section 3.5, okay, you're meant
3.5 what?
3.5 of your code of ethics.
Sir, there's no
Hang
such
on.
thing as
Yes, there is.
3.5.
Yes, there is, sir. You
like
need
to
to
quote
actually
it for
look
me?
at it. Okay, it actually states that a member of the public must be informed at the first possible moment when you actually turn your body cam.
When Claude notices a sergeant's body-worn camera recording, he asks the obvious question, "Why didn't you tell me you were filming?" It's a legitimate challenge because officers are expected to be transparent when recording the public. The sergeant's response, "Why didn't you tell me you were filming?" is laughable. Members of the public have no obligation to announce they are recording. Police officers do. They are bound by professional standards requiring openness. Claude points this out, referencing the College of Policing's Code of Ethics, which makes transparency a core principle. The sergeant dismisses it, claiming there's no such thing. But that simply doesn't hold up. The guidance is explicit. Officers must be open and honest when recording, as their footage becomes part of official police evidence.
In which to actually tell me.
Can you wait?
Okay,
Stop
and you
talking
did
for a
not.
second.
No,
and let
please
me
don't
explain.
talk to me that way.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to give
Do
you a
not talk
card.
to me in that
Sir,
manner.
I'm going to give you a card with my details on so you can make a complaint that I didn't inform
Don't
you
worry, I will be.
that I had my body worn video.
I will be. Don't worry about
apologise
that.
I didn't. I was more concerned with your actions
Okay.
at the time. But
What, my actions? What, filming in public?
what? No, what you're trying to
Filming
do?
in public,
No, no.
sir.
What you're trying to do is just bait police officers
No,
and
no,
other people.
that's a presumption, okay? What you
Well,
got to remember, a presumption,
not,
okay,
but-
that's your own personal presumption, sir.
I'll give you my details.
Okay, your own personal presumption, and your own personal presumption
So I'm
is
not
not
going to argue
law.
with you. I'm just advising you.
Okay,
But if you
yeah,
watch the video in
your
public, you're
presumption
more
is
than
not
welcome.
law.
No, it's not.
Okay, so just
I never
remember
said
that.
it was.
Okay,
So,
so don't tell me that I'm trying to bait police officers.
You are?
No, I would have gladly have had a nice conversation with you, sir, if you would have approached me in a different
You were
manner.
never intending that at all.
Really?
You're doing this
No,
specifically
look,
because
sir,
you
you're
want someone
making
to interact
another
with you.
presumption again.
I've come out to speak
How have
to
you made it
because
as
I've
a
had
sergeant?
complaint.
How have you made it as a sergeant when
There you
you
go.
make so many presumptions? Okay, you've made.
Here, the sergeant fully exposes his mindset. Instead of relying on facts, he repeatedly claims Claude is only there to bait officers. That's not evidence. It's an opinion, and an unprofessional one at that. An officer, let alone a sergeant, has no authority to assume motives when the person's actions are lawful. Claude was filming in public. That's legal, full stop. The sergeant's role is to apply the law, not guess intentions or throw around accusations. By insisting Claude was trying to bait officers, the sergeant indirectly admitted he had no actual offense to point to, so he attempted to attack the man's character instead.
Presumption
I'm
on
ending
you
this
and
conversation
say,
now.
right,
Thank
you're
you
in
for your time,
uniform.
sir. I
Okay,
appreciate
are you
that.
telling me
Bye-bye.
that you're going to murder someone next? Okay, is that what it is? Okay, so I can make a presumption, okay, on you, okay, and this is
Goodbye,
only
sir.
using it
Thank
as
you.
an example. So are you telling me then
nice
that
day,
you
sir.
would actually murder someone else? Would you, sir? Don't do that, you prick!
What are you doing?
You're such a
Don't
prick.
tell me. I'm trying
Okay?
to come through
No,
the
no,
door.
you deliberately push that to try and push me over. Okay? And don't make it look like you weren't.
Please don't shout at me in the inquiry.
I'm not shouting,
Are
sir.
you here for a legitimate reason?
Okay?
Are you here for a legitimate reason?
Well, what I'm here to see, okay, I will
Are
go
you
and
here
see.
for a legitimate reason? Do you
Yes,
need
I
to
am
speak
here
to an
for a
officer?
legitimate reason.
Do you
yes,
need
I
to
am.
speak to someone? Would
Yes.
you like to tell me what that is?
Okay.
And I'll get an officer
Not
to come
you,
speak to you.
it's your actual inspector I would like to see.
He's not here at the moment, but I can
Okay.
give you the details on how you can contact him.
Yep, if you could. Okay, because that
Yeah,
was completely out of order.
If you contact 101,
No, I'm not doing it via 101,
if you want to speak to
I will
somebody
actually do it in
office,
here.
They'll take the details for you.
And that I will do.
Okay.
Okay, but you are absolutely out of order for what you just done. Don't make it look like you didn't do
Well, no,
anything.
that's what
It's
you
all on
said. I was
camera.
walking
No,
through.
was it hell?
This is where the sergeant completely loses control. As he re-enters the station through the revolving door, Claude walks behind him. Instead of simply continuing inside, the sergeant suddenly slams the door to a stop, sending the panel crashing into Claude. This wasn't an accident. It was frustration turned physical. A senior officer using a door as a weapon against someone lawfully filming outside is as petty and unprofessional as policing gets. When confronted, the sergeant denies it flatly, but the video footage tells the truth. The act was deliberate, not a misjudgment. And that single spiteful moment became the key piece of evidence in the lawsuit. Once recorded, There was no way to explain it away. Watch until the end to see how it unfolds.
Sir, if you keep swearing at me and you keep being abusive, then I will ask you to leave the station. Sir, I'm going to ask you to leave the station if you carry on trying to behave in this manner.
Can you tell me whether or not that is swearing or not? Ask is not swearing.
Yeah, you're shouting at me.
I'm not shouting.
You are.
I'm not shouting.
If you want to make your complaint, there's the inquiry office.
I'm not shouting.
I'm more than happy to do so. If you have no legitimate reason to be here, I will ask you to leave.
I have a legitimate reason. Okay.
What's your legitimate reason?
Well, I'm waiting for you to go, and then I'll go in there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for you to go.
Thank you.
Okay. Because you are absolutely out of order.
Sir, there's no point following me in.
I'm not following you in through that door. I'm not following you in through that door. No, I want you to go, and then I'll carry on with my business.
Okay.
And I've already told you that 3 times. As soon as you go, I will carry on with my business.
You're just being argumentative unnecessarily.
No, you tried to push me over.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. It's all on camera, so don't worry about it.
It's all on camera.
Yep, and I will be getting a copy of those.
I'm sure you will, sir. You have a nice day. Thank you for your time.
Just a quick thing for you, just to give you a quick update on this, is you've got this sergeant here at Poole Police Station where you'll hear him make a number of different presumptions about myself and so on and so forth, and then we go into the building. He goes through the actual turnstile door in front of me, he pushes it really fast, the door behind me slams into the back of me, and then he tries to act like nothing actually happened, and from their own camera footage it's actually come out, yep, it was full-on assault is what it actually was, because it was deliberately done, and basically they've offered £1,250 which has been declined. I'm not interested in that, and basically so we're going to push through and actually hopefully get this type of copper that should not be on our streets in the UK or anywhere else, and hopefully go.
In his update video, Plaud reveals a full outcome and exactly what is happening to the sergeant. He explains that the station's own CCTV confirmed the incident as a deliberate act, officially classified as full-on assault. Faced with this, the force offered him £1,250 to settle quietly, but Plaud declined. He isn't seeking a payout. He wants accountability. He's pushing the case to court, where the compensation could rise significantly, anywhere from £5,000 to £15,000 or more, depending on the judge's view. But the real consequences won't be financial. A court ruling will be public, officially labeling the sergeant's actions unlawful, that could trigger disciplinary measures ranging from demotion to removal from duty entirely. For someone in a leadership position, it's potentially career-ending, and all of it stems from a chain of failures. The sergeant tried to intimidate Plaud with false claims about harassment laws, dismissed professional ethics when challenged, and resorted to pure assumption by accusing Plaud of being there only to cause trouble. None of his decisions were based on law or evidence. They were driven by ego and frustration. But the turning point, the action that sealed his downfall, was a revolving door. That petty act transformed a routine encounter into a recorded assault inside a police station. Once the footage existed, the case was never going to disappear quietly. This entire episode shows what happens when a senior officer abandons training and allows emotion to override professionalism. From false legal claims to physical retaliation, the sergeant demonstrated exactly how not to police. And because Plaud refused to settle, every one of those failures will now be examined in court. And that's how a sergeant's ego became his undoing. From twisting the law, to denying ethics, to using a door as a weapon. Every step pushing further into a hole he couldn't climb out of. Plaud didn't back down, didn't settle, and didn't let the truth get buried. Now the case is heading to court, and the consequences could reshape this officer's entire career. Because when you abuse authority, the camera doesn't forget, the public doesn't forget, and justice eventually always catches up. Stay tuned, because this fight is far from over.